Okay, artists, for this next step here, what I want to talk about today is how you can use more than one art supply in your artwork. So today I'm working with some new products that I got from Mr. Sketch. Sometimes they send new products that I can try out. So we're trying out these Mr. Sketch scented crayons, and they have pretty cool smells to them. This one smells like cherry, yummy. And then I have some Mr. Sketch sticks that they sent. These are really skinny markers, so I figured it'd be fun to try these out. What I want to show us is that you can use both of them. Now, you probably do not have these in your home, but you can find them in the store if you wanted to, or you can use regular crayons, regular markers, whatever you have in your home. One thing you can do is you can use a dark version of a color and a light version of a color. You can use your marker to be your dark color. And what I want to do is give some type of a shadow, and I'm going to do this just by choosing one part of it and coloring it. So I'm just going to choose one part of my cactus and color it. Does it really matter which part you choose? Not really. I like to keep it towards the bottom though. So I like to keep it towards the bottom. Just a little bit. I like to keep it towards the bottom. Now that's looking pretty cool already. So now I'm going to go in with a lighter green crayon. So this is going to give us that light green with the dark green here. So these just work by twisting them up. Again, you can use regular crayons for this part. But look at this. See how now I have a light green and a dark green? That's pretty cool looking. You might, if you have a box of crayons, you might even have two different kinds of greens. And if so, you can bust that out too. And the more greens you use in here, the more interesting it might look. I'm looking on the cover of Jump. There are so many greens in here. I see a dark green. I see a really, really light green. I see medium greens. I even see some that kind of look like black greens. So I'm really just trying to get creative and use all different kinds of greens because it looks really interesting that way. No right or wrong. We just want our artwork to look interesting. So I'm just putting a little of each color here and there. If you wanted to, why not use some black, right? We just saw in there, it looks kind of like a blackish green. You can always use a black marker, or you can use a black crayon. Maybe in some parts you want to add